injury attorneys at The Advocates can't actually prevent you from being in a cycling accident. They will be by your side to support you following your accident. Our legal services won't cost you a dime out of pocket. So when you need an injury attorney, call us. We're The Advocates, your Utah personal injury attorneys. You didn't deserve to be in an accident, but you do deserve an advocate.
This is The Monty Show, the truth in sports talk streaming. When you want unbiased opinions about your favorite team without the spin, all you have to do is find The Monty Show, streaming live and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on YouTube. And now, here's Monty.
Hey, The Monty Show, live on your YouTube machine. It is Giving Friday on the Monty program. Listen, we have real issues to discuss with Jakey Two Holes in the Fence. It's all presented by The Advocates. TheAdvocates.com, the best injury attorneys in the business. Here's why it's Giving Friday on the Monty Show. Because as usual, our friends at The Advocates are working in the community to help your kids. Everywhere you are, you can reach The Advocates, TheAdvocates.com, the best injury attorneys in the business. All you have to do is go to TheAdvocates.com. All you have to do is chat with an attorney live online, 24/7, 365, and it won't cost you a dime. But right now, The Advocates are working to collect bikes, bike parts, spare bikes, broken down bikes, bikes that don't work. You name it. If it's a bicycle in any condition, you can drop it off at The Advocates office in Murray. If you have parts, drop them off there. If you do not live in Utah, make a donation on Venmo right here to The Advocates donations on Venmo. Now, that's not going to pay for the holes in my fence, but it will help kids and it will help people in our community have a better summer, have a better, off season from school. And something I think we take for granted is that I'm going to turn Jake's microphone on, but only once he agrees to apologize for the 2 holes he put in my fence yesterday.
Hey, 2 holes.
Okay. So the way that you get into this here contest to win at least a $100 Amazon gift card, hit the like button. That is the very first thing you have to do. Number 2, you have to make a donation on Venmo to The Advocates. Advocates donations. Are you ready? Advocates donations on Venmo. $1, $5, $100. We are attempting today, in the next 2 hours, to raise $1,000 for The Advocates. That is our goal. There is their Venmo on the screen. And all we need you to do, now the memo section on Venmo, last time around got a little salacious.
Yeah.
You guys really got into it. And if you want to, have fun with the memo section, I would ask you to keep it, at least NC-17.
Right.
PG-13. I would rather go Disney level.
Right.
But you do you. If you could mention the Monty Show, that'd be great. Such as, and like, our first entry right out of the gate for The Advocates comes from Maury Alvarez this morning. Now, Kim Coulter gave $100 yesterday. Maury Alvarez is the first one in today. Monty Show bikes for the kids, the pro rata Monty and J2H deserve. Not only did he make a donation, but he made a video.
For kids on the Advocates.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hey Monty, why are bikes always so sleepy? Because they're just too tired.
Hey, 2 holes. Why does a bank teller not allowed to ride a bicycle? Well, they might lose their balance.
Hey, 2 holes.
It's the way
Hey,
Buddy says that, dude.
2 holes.
Dude, like.
Hey, 2 holes.
You want to know the best part about that video? In my backyard, I have a golf setup. Right? I have a Meebo flight scope that Jake and I use. working on our golf swings. Really just irons. I don't like hitting driver in the backyard, but working on the irons. I've never missed the net. Jake, a couple of weeks ago, missed the net by so much that he hit a house 2 blocks away with his driver.
Hey, 2 holes.
Yesterday, we're out there working, and he put not 1, but 2 holes in my fence. I kid you not.
Hey, 2 holes.
There's not 1 hole. There's 2 holes in my fence.
Right.
From his golf swing. Didn't strike me at the time, but as we sit here and make fun of Jake, there's 2 holes in my fence outside put in by 2 holes.
We show up.
What can I say? I do my best work in the backyard.
Dude, my man missed it by a mile. Anyway, let's help kids have bikes. Let's help the community feel better. This is what I love about the advocates. They care about you. They care about our community. Make a donation on Venmo right here. Advocates donations right here on Venmo. Send a screenshot of that donation to 2 holes. SLC Jake on Instagram. You'll be entered to win a $100 Amazon gift card. It is that simple. It is that simple. You know. Oh, we're going to choose violence today. Mike, I thought Monty said Colorado was going to be great. When did I say they were going to be great? Haven't seen them in any preseason prediction top 30s. Yells at a sub. Who said Colorado was going to be a top 30 preseason team?
Yeah, I'd love for you to point out where we said they were going to be a top 30 team.
Happy Friday. Already starting with the violence. But thanks for the sub and thanks for the comment. Mike Smith giving Caps Lock Friday. Yes, it is. Dakota Tubbs, hello. Everyone be a jagoff. Well, Mike took your advice, right? Like Mike took your advice already. We haven't mentioned Deion Sanders today, not once. And Mike is already upset that Deion Sanders is building a program in Colorado, which is awesome to me, which I think is hysterical. Pete Forte, hello. Big Daddy Magic already. 99% of BYU fans. Come on, man. Buffalo Hunter, long live the PAC. Yeah, how about this story with UCLA and Cal?
Yeah.
This story's ridiculous. And if you didn't see it yesterday, and it kind of flew under the radar, John Wilner, San Jose Mercury News, broke the story that UCLA will now owe Cal Berkeley $60 million, $10 million a year for the next 6 years at a minimum. And I think this is an absolute travesty, but it is what the Pac-12 is, right? You look at this situation and you realize that by going to the Big Ten, that UCLA is going to make $50 million more than Cal, which is not surprising. It's a $10 million a year contribution for 6 years. And it is the highest level. There was a range between 2 million and 10 million. And they said, yeah, we're going to have that be the largest, the top of the range at $10 million a year. Does any part of this feel justified to you?
I mean, not particularly. It just feels like they're doing what they can. It feels like they're simply, imposing the worst penalty possible, and they're just trying to make as much money as possible and in a bad situation. And the thing that upsets me about it is nobody forced you to go to the ACC. Nobody forced you to not help your conference survive. You're penalizing UCLA for making a better decision than you did. And that to me is what doesn't make a whole lot of sense here. I understand that on some level, hey, UCLA has to help Cal and, there's a relationship there. But the idea that the range is from 2 to 10 a year and you chose 10 just tells me everything I need to know. All you care about is making sure that Cal's okay. You don't care about UCLA. You don't care about their future, what they have going. And to me, this is the exact kind of business, acumen, if you will, that ran the Pac-12 into the ground. All the Pac-12 cared about was making sure that they were taken care of and making sure that, they stood on their academic high ground, if you will. And this feels like a bunch of folks who are old white hairs, as we always say, just trying to spurn UCLA. And I think it's a bad look. I think that it doesn't seem like there was much of a conversation about it. It just seems like they were like, yep, what's the worst we can do? That's what we're going to do. What's the most money we can make? Okay, cool. It's 10 a year. We're going to take 10 a year. And that to me is why this is a problem.
Yeah, I don't love it at all. And I think it's not surprising. I mean, the UC system is financially strapped. So you're looking at a situation where if they don't get $10 million a year from UCLA, Cal is going to be continuing to run their athletic department in the negative. And I think in today's economy, and especially where Bay Area economics are, there's no way that you could sustain that. If you can pull $60 million from UCLA over the next 6 years, I think you're going to do that. And there's nothing UCLA can do about it.
Right.
This is coming from the UC Board of Regents. They are the administrators for the UC system, the University of California system. And this will be finalized on Tuesday. There is, according to, again, John Wilner, San Jose Mercury News, this vote will be finalized Tuesday at the UC Merced campus, which is where the meeting will happen. Is it outrageous? It's not. I understand it. I just don't like it. And I think again, we can stop talking about UCLA as a powerhouse. We can stop talking about UCLA being on par with USC. Those days are gone. And I don't know that they were ever here. Certainly UCLA is a basketball first program. And I think in the Big Ten, that's going to help a lot. But it'll be interesting to see how this negatively impacts UCLA, because there's no question that, Cal taking a massive pay cut, they're taking a very small slice of revenue from the ACC. Their travel costs are up. The wear and tear on their athletes is up. Like, this is not a great situation for Cal.
Right.
And I think if you're Cal and Stanford, how are you not rooting for the ACC to melt down? Because that can only mean, like, I have a problem seeing Stanford and Cal anywhere other than in a P4 or whatever the God tier winds up being. This is a bad situation. It's the same thing I said about SMU. I think this was a mistake from the jump for SMU to join the ACC. Now we know that's the case.
Yeah, well, and I think what's so fascinating about it is you're still making money in the ACC. You're still going to get your TV distribution from that conference. So this isn't a situation where Cal and Stanford are, just out in the wind and not going to make any money and are in some like terrible spot. And that's why you chose $10 million a year.
Right.
Like, they're still making money. They're still going to be fine. And again, it just sends a very clear message, and it kind of makes sense why the UC system is so financially strapped, because these folks have no idea what they're doing. And so now you give them an easy decision. What else should we have expected? How is anybody surprised that they chose the absolute worst penalty they could impose? Because again, they're sitting here looking at this saying, oh, you guys left the conference and you don't care about this or that. Like, you made decisions, so now we're going to penalize you for that. Like, it just, to me, it just comes off as like this childish sort of, like sandbox game. Like, oh, like, you went and had lunch with little Jenny over there. Well, now I'm going to do this. Like, dude, you guys are immature. Like, find a middle ground. Like, even if it was like 6 or 7, I'd be like, yeah, I get it. That's fine. Like, that's doable. Like, that's not going to kill anyone. Like, UCLA can absorb that because they're in the Big Ten now. It's fine.
Yeah.
And I don't know. When I saw this story come across, I was just like, really, dude? Like you just went to the worst possible extent that you could. You didn't even take into account anything to do with UCLA.
I think it is the economics of it, but this is why the Cal system's in so much trouble. Like, I mean, you look at the situation at UC Berkeley and you just begin to understand how many bad decisions have been made there. whether it is the renovation of Memorial Stadium, whether it is coaching decisions, infrastructure decisions, funding decisions. It's just not ideal, man. Like it has not been ideal. I think you look at, and I understand that California has its own set of challenges. I mean, as a state, if you're a realtor in California, you're struggling. If you're trying to buy a house, if you're trying to live a normal lifestyle in the state of California, it's expensive. Gas, food, homes, taxes, you name it, it's expensive. And I think it is almost impossible to believe that the UC system was going to allow UCLA to walk away for anything less than the maximum. I think any of us that have talked about this or watched this story in the Pac-12 unfold, I think you had to know the minute that UCLA and USC left, people were pissed. There were some bitter folks on that UC Board of Regents. We've talked to many of them, and there were people who were pissed from the jump that UCLA never consulted the Board of Regents. I feel like a large part of this is a punitive action. I feel like it is an action to bring retribution to UCLA for not letting the cat out of the bag here that they were going to the Big Ten. Now, is this going to cripple UCLA? No, not by any stretch. Is it going to hurt them? I believe it will. $60 million, $10 million a year for 6 years. Any way you slice it, that's not Taco Bell money, bro. That's Five Guys money. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of bread. That's a lot of plane flights. That's a lot of hotel rooms. That's a lot of money. And I don't know how you spin it to be anything other than that.
Yeah.
Right. I don't, but I think again, this tells you the dysfunction that goes on in the state of California, especially and specifically in the UC system. I think it is.
Yeah, I mean that's why I say it's
brutal.
it sends the message that hey, this is why the Pac-12 in some part, large or small, melted down, because you have people that are running, these universities in different ways, and in the Pac-12 specifically, most of those ways were not good ways, and again, Cal and UCLA and they're not the only ones who were in a bad place financially. Like, again, Washington State. It's incredible to me that this whole process plays out. And then, the leadership that, quote unquote, guided the university through a bad time, shepherded them through a bad time, is now off at Washington and now retiring. Like, it's crazy to me. Now, it's classic form. Hey, we got through the bad time. We should probably let someone else lead the school through a better time. We should probably leave this situation as soon as possible. And I guess it's fine. It's fine. But I just think that, the Pac-12 was full of people who have no idea how to run a P&L sheet in athletics. And I don't even know how that's even possible. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to let academia try to run profit and loss margins in athletics and allow them to treat athletics in the same way that you would treat academia. Because I got news for you. Just the same way you were talking about, like, hey, 10 mil a year, that's a lot of hotel rooms. That's a lot of costs in athletics. Academia is like, wow, that'll get us a lot of pencils. That'll get us a lot of this, a lot of that. And it's different proportions in athletics versus academics. And it's why the Pac-12 is here, because you did not prioritize, making sure that you were actually profitable. And that to me is amazing when you think about the day and age we're in. Like, it's not hard to look around athletics at the college level and see the folks who are doing well. You're telling me you can't place a phone call and figure out, hey, like, what's the best way to put a TV contract together? What's the best way to run an athletic program so that, we can have long-term sustainability? Like, hey man, like, how do we get more efficient with our travel? Like, there's any number of things. And so this story just to me is like a poster child of, yep, these are the same people that have Cal doing a renovation of facilities when they were never on God's green earth going to be able to pay for that. Like, how in the world is Cal going to afford the football stadium renovation? Like, what made you think that was a good idea?
Yeah, and we're talking, I mean, that situation's what, 15 years old now? I mean,
like,
You look at the debt that was driven there. It is what it is. I don't know how you fix this. I guess I should not be surprised that it is fully $10 million. I should not. And again, credit to John Wilner at the San Jose Mercury News. He was first to have it. And I guess none of us should be surprised with this.
But like, if you're UCLA now, are you not just like, UCLA is not surprised by this? Like, I assure you of that. They knew this was coming. And if you're UCLA, are you not just saying, okay, cool, like we're going to earmark 10 mil and we're going to operate like, we've just got 10 million less to work with. And how do you make that back? How do you, because again, if you're UCLA, the one thing you have that they don't is more opportunity now.
Right.
So at least you have options. At least you can go out and say, okay, cool. So if we're decent in basketball, if we can be a tournament team in basketball and then somehow, some way be bowl eligible, just be bowl eligible. You don't even have to contend for the playoffs.
Well, in the Big Ten, that can be tough. I mean, that's a much better league. You look at the 4 teams from the old Pac-12 that went in there. I mean,
yeah.
You're talking about 2 national championship contenders, obviously in Washington and Oregon. Who knows what USC is going to be, because I think there's a lot of questions about that. But that's an 8-win team, I would think, at a minimum.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough. That is going to be very tough for UCLA to contend, in my opinion.
And I love it's almost like the Board of Regents who decided this penalty. They're almost acting like Cal, or UCLA moved to like the Midwest or something. They're
picked up the campus.
Yeah, like you picked up the campus.
Hey, do you guys remember when UCLA used to be in Westwood?
Like you're acting like they're chilling in Akron or something, dude.
Now they're on that old Foxconn plot of land in Racine.
Like, do you think that they don't have travel costs? Like, come on.
Did you guys hear about that Foxconn thing in Racine?
No.
So the Foxconn factory that Donald Trump, I don't know, it's got to be 5-6 years ago now, announced $1 billion development with Foxconn to build flat screen TVs in Racine, Wisconsin. They bought up land. I can't remember the name of the city. Like, it's a real small city. And the city spent almost $1 billion buying out residents' homes so they could clear land for this Foxconn factory.
Yeah.
It never happened. So yesterday, Microsoft thankfully went in there and said, yeah, we're going to build an AI factory on that plot of land. But wild to me, speaking of subsidies. I don't know why I brought that up. But my point is, let's get your thoughts in here. Now, is Rogue Mike, who said I was predicting Colorado to go undefeated for the next decade and win 8 out of 10 national championships, I believe is what he's accusing me of. And that Deion would be the coach of the year every year for the next decade.
Monty, you said that Deion was going to be the best program in the country
ever.
And then you yelled at a sub.
Well, I appreciate that. Is that what we're going to do today? Jeremiah Champion. I have a video of my students saying thank you for wishing them good luck. I just can't figure out how to send it, y'all. X won't let me send it, but they did say thank you. You can send it to Jake on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, bro.
SLC Jake.
Yeah.
SLC Jake. A lot of you are laughing at the Maury Alvarez video.
Hey, 2 holes.
Forcing kids to do bad dad jokes. Someone is going to hell. Giggity. While in a BYU t-shirt. Hey, 2 holes.
Was he in a BYU t-shirt?
Yes. Yes, he was.
Missed that.
Extra kids and the habits are on the advocate.
Fucked up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Nice
Okay.
Hey Monty, why are bikes always so sleepy? Because they're just too tired.
Hey, 2 holes. Why does a bank teller not allowed to ride a bicycle? Well, they might lose their balance.
See, that they might lose their
what he did
balance.
there? That's like a bank joke, a balance, but like it's a human being losing their balance thing.
But Maury always coming in strong with a video.
Yeah, I mean, definitely clubhouse leader.
It
right
definitely
100%.
has the lead.
100%.
It is Giving Friday on the Monty Show. As we are supporting our friends at The Advocates, theadvocates.com. Make a donation on Venmo, Advocates donation. And you guys, I quite literally mean $5, $25, $200. We are trying to get to $1,000. We have $125 donated. So that is $875 to go. Make a donation on Venmo during the show. Send Jake a screenshot of that Venmo donation. SLC Jake on
social
Instagram.
media.
And we will give away at least one $100 Amazon gift card.
Go.
Now, if you make a video, that's always better. But the comment section, again, the memo section is a place to compete for this $100 Amazon gift card. Monty, you notice at the top there, Monty Show Bikes for Kids, the Pro Rata Monty and J2H deserve.
Damn right.
So here on Giving Friday, let's give to the advocates donations on Venmo, and use the memo section wisely, because it could determine win or lose. Here on Mother's Day, a $100 Amazon gift card's a hell of a Mother's Day gift. So get it done. Let's see what you guys got. Caleb Aylmore. Bow, you have mentioned him. He knew what he was doing. Okay. Yeah, there you go. I did mention his name, Alumidursky. Good morning to you.
Well,
Alumidursky. Where have you been? John Jackson, are you still doing cold plunges, showers? I did one it's been about a week, but I want to buy a cold plunge tub, and I want it in my backyard. But is that one of those things you use for a month and then it just sits there?
I want it.
That's one of those things I worried about. The Ghost of Gumby, John Williner. Okay. Big Blue Horses. I'd love to see CU run the Gator Gauntlet. CU has no reason not to perform. This is a big year for Deion Sanders. There's no doubt about it.
Yep.
Because he brought in a significantly better talent pool on the offensive and defensive line. And you have a guy in Shedeur Sanders who is supposed to be one of the top 5 picks in the NFL draft next year. So you better be better. Caps Lock Friday Coug. Cal will still waste the money and be terrible in football. But he made a big commitment to Mark Madsen at Cal basketball. So there you go. The Ghost of Gumby. At a minimum, it's an act of contrition and acknowledgement of a lack of insightful leadership at the top of the university system as a whole.
Facts, dude. Couldn't have said it better myself.
I think that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Kim Coulter, also he donated $100 yesterday, Kim, I believe. Stupid is as stupid does. Tanner Plummer, nah, I'm not buying it. The PAC is dead. The Pac-12 is dead, but the lasting legacy of the Pac-12
is alive and well.
Oh, man. I mean, the damage that the disintegration of the Pac-12 did to Washington State, Oregon State, Stanford, Cal, I think UCLA now, no question about it. Arizona. I mean, can you tie some of the lack of revenue from the Pac-12 to Arizona's problems? I think you can.
Yeah.
I think you can.
Yeah.
Now, Arizona State, no, that's Herm Edwards being an idiot. Utah thrived through it and now wound up in the Big 12 and is one of the odds-on favorites to win the Big 12 in football. So you're telling me that Utah doesn't have the same hurdles that a Berkeley has or a UCLA has or an Arizona has? Yeah, they do. It's just Utah has an elite management structure. The Pac-12 does not. Did not. UCLA did not. Cal did not. Very clearly, Arizona did not. So I think a lot of it is what Gumby said and what a lot of other people have said. It's bad management, man. It is bad management. Mountain Mama, good morning. Yeah, UCLA in the big paying Cal in the ACC has no bearing on the PAC. Nah. None whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's wild to me. I mean, think about the unintended consequences of USC and UCLA leaving the Pac-12. And think about those repercussions today across college football. Because I'm also one of the people that believes that the Pac-12 melting down was the trigger mechanism for a lot of change. Not even just realignment, but the Big Ten SEC power grab thing.
Right.
I think that starts with the USC, UCLA leaving the Pac-12 and the Pac-12 melting down. I think there's a lot of that.
Yeah. I
truly do. It's just very interesting that I don't know how long these repercussions go on, because the Pac-12's essentially, what is it, May 10th today, I think?
Yeah.
We're less than, 40 days away from July 1st when the Pac-12 is officially dead.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we're 40, 50 days away from that. And I think the repercussions from that meltdown are going to be felt for
a while.
Years. Yeah. I think it's years. I truly do. Sir Bob Lobb's laws, academic conference. Oh boy. Stanford, Cal, Vanderbilt, Tulane, Duke, Wake, Georgia Tech, Boston College, Northwestern, Army, Navy, Air Force. Northwestern. I grew up at grow up. Get your mind out of the gutter. I grew up in a building called Dyke Stadium, which is Northwestern's football stadium now. It's just not named. I think it's named Ryan Field now.
Okay.
And Northwestern has had some great moments, but Northwestern is Vanderbilt. You're gravy training off of whatever the top of your conference is doing because you're not going to be there.
Right.
Even though I think Northwestern football after the car wash penis thing last year actually rebounded quite nicely.
Right.
Right after, but now you're the Pat Fitzgerald. Northwestern's a very interesting case study.
Yeah.
It is a very interesting case study. Jeremiah Champion, not sure why universities can't make a point at making sure both sides are taken care of. They do both matter. But,
because it's not that's Jeremiah, that's a utopic way of looking at it. Like
it is.
You have to understand that this is, again, it's a group of, older folks who are just looking at, UCLA left, screw them, F them, like 10 mil a year, bro.
Totally.
That's all this is.
I don't know how you fix it. I truly do not.
And I do think the best point is, hey, Cal is in the ACC. You're still getting paid. Like, that's the worst part about this. I would be fine. You wouldn't hear me complaining at all if Cal was independent, let's say, and they did 10 million. Okay, I get it. You're independent. You gotta pay rent somehow, but
Yeah.
You're not. You're getting distribution from the ACC, and you're still giving them the bird.
Goes to Gumby. CSU San Diego. Pro rata we deserve. Cal, pro rata from UCLA.
Yeah, right? Like, come on.
Listen, UCLA, you'll pay us the pro rata we deserve.
Like, Jesus.
Isn't Cal in the Board of Regents like that honeysuckle relative who's like, oh, you won the lottery. I've missed you so much. Have I told you how much I love you and care about you, my little
Holy
nephew?
cow.
That's what this feels like. That's what this feels like. Caps Lock Coug, UCLA making more than Oregon and Washington. Could be. Cal is going to need the $10 million for travel alone.
But hub cities, we're going to meet in the middle.
Pencils and paper on airplanes in studying.
We're going to have extra tutors on the plane, man.
Big Daddy Magic. Hey, player, you didn't read the full comment. Only people who love blue cheese salad dressing. Bro, your unbelievable ridiculousness with BYU.
He's not here for the BYU stuff, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, I just did and I love you, Big Daddy Magic. You're the official ambassador of the Monty Show, but I don't understand the hate and the vitriol for BYU. I don't. We don't generally. I just don't like making things like that so damn personal, especially on Giving Friday, where we are trying to raise money for the advocates at theadvocates.com. And a couple of DMs want to know why we're not giving away $100 in McDonald's gift cards.
McDonald's gift? Dude,
Well,
$100 at McDonald's is like 2 burgers now.
My guy, Jerry.
Jerry.
And Jerry's a longtime Bay Area listener.
Uh-huh.
Now, Jerry's also like 78 years old. Jerry did make a good point. You guys, he said we generally have themes on food every week. I've never thought about it this way.
What do you mean themes?
Like, we talked a lot about how expensive fast food is this week.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, why don't you give away expensive fast food instead of Amazon gift cards?
Okay, I mean, we could do that.
We could do, and if you guys want to vote on it, that's fine.
I mean, we'll throw a poll up
But
if you want.
everybody has Amazon Prime, right? Like, everybody uses Amazon to buy stuff. So that's why we always do Amazon gift cards.
Yeah, because Amazon's like the most utility like the most flexible.
And
Like,
it's easy.
there's-
We can just email you a $100 Amazon gift card when the show ends.
Yeah, I don't have to mail. I'm not mailing you a gift card, bro.
Yeah. So again, Giving Friday, Venmo, the advocates, or you can use our tip jar if you like. A lot of people are also telling me you don't have Venmo. If you tip us through the tip jar,
I would prefer you Venmo them.
yeah,
directly,
we want the
but-
money to go directly to the advocates so
Yeah.
that they can, because what they're doing, the advocates are raising money and collecting bicycles. Because I think we all think back to your childhood. How special was your bike? Right. We used to ride our bikes to the park to play baseball. I can vividly remember riding our bikes to the dime store in downtown Northbrook, Illinois, to get wiffle balls and wiffle bats and duct tape for the bats. Like, I have a lot of fond memories. Who doesn't remember the first time you went over your handlebars riding your bike?
Yeah.
I do. Bicycles are a huge part of childhood, and there's a lot of people out there who cannot afford bicycles. And that's why the advocates are working with the Bike Collective to collect bicycles and put bikes back into the community. And I think it's a huge deal, man. And that's why I'm asking you, whether it's $5, $10, $1 million, whatever you have, get on Venmo, make a donation. It is a big, big deal, and it makes a difference in the life of people that you don't even know are struggling. And that's usually how this manifests, right? Like, you're not out publicizing that you can't afford a car. Maybe you need a bike to get to work. Maybe you want to give your kids a bike for the summer, which is what a lot of parents are trying to do. Bikes are not cheap. The advocates are trying to offset that cost. They're working with a great collective to put bikes back on the streets. So hit it up on Venmo, advocates donations on Venmo. And again, I will use Maury Alvarez as the bar. Look at the memo section.
Yes.
Monty Show Bikes for Kids, the pro rata Monty and J2H deserve.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So hook it up on Venmo, advocates donations. But if you want fast food cards, I guess we can do that. Do you really want McDonald's gift cards over Amazon? I find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
$100 in worth of filet of fish. Hey, dude, if that's how you want to live your life, the ghost of Gumby, at least it's not a $100 Five Guys gift card.
Yeah, I get like a half of a fry.
Yeah, you can get a small fry there.
Yeah.
I don't think with tax, I don't think you can afford a milkshake for $100.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
Whoa. Phil Benzer, better yet, just wait till the players strike. Well, there's a lot of people. Why do people think that players are going on strike?
Players for what?
College athletes. They're getting everything they want. Why would you go on strike?
Yeah.
Mike Smith, just stick to the Amazon cards, even though Jake would not send me mine through the snail mail.
Yeah, I'm not mailing you anything, Mike. Sorry, bro. It's all over email, bro. It's all digital. So
Did Mike ask you to send him one through the mail?
yeah, he asked me to mail it to him, which I refused to do. So I emailed it to him.
Wow. Why did you not want to mail it to him?
Because I'm not going to mail him a gift card. It's like, it's on your phone, man. This is not rocket science. Like, that's not happening. Like, sorry, I'm not doing that. Not happening. Ain't got time.
Have you ever mailed something?
Yeah.
Have you ever bought a stamp?
As a kid, yeah.
Don't fuck.
Yeah, not in a long time. Not in a long time.
Do you know how to mail something? Do you know how to like fill out an envelope and mail something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just haven't in a long time.
Who does that anymore? Mike, why did you want him to mail it to you? That's very interesting. Let's see. Mike Smith also says, I do not think the players will strike over the advocates trying to raise money for bicycles. Yeah, I don't think so either. Tanner Plummer, I can ride my bike with no handlebars. Do you remember the first time you were able to pedal your bike without falling off, without training wheels? I do. Lincoln Avenue, Evanston, Illinois.
Uh-huh.
I remember. I was able to ride it all the way. We had this big ass tree at the end of our block. I was able to ride my bike all the way to the end of the block, around the tree and back to my house without falling off. I will never forget
Stud.
that. Sir Bob Lob, bike early Pink Floyd song. Okay. Phil Venzer, how about flying over your knee scooter when you get old? There you go. They're also doing scooters, by the way. If you have a broken down scooter, if you're one of our great Utahns, you have a broken down scooter, bicycle, bike parts, next Friday, bring it to the advocate's office in Murray. Tell them you heard about it on the Monty Show. McDonald's over Amazon? Y'all are tripping. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was a little hesitant to talk about our guy who asked for it, because I knew you guys were going to freak out. You know. Mike Smith, I did not ask. I just did not realize you did it through email. Jake was not rude about it at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send it by pigeon next time, okay?
Matt Ritson for $2. Stanford tried to pay their way out and join the Big Ten. I don't know. Is it worth it? Is $60 million over the next 6 years, $10 million a year. According to, oh my God.
John Wilner. Thank you.
Getting old. Johnny Wilner at the San Jose Mercury News.
Johnny.
And John's one of the best. I think
Yeah.
we all know who John Wilner is.
Yeah.
John Wilner at the San Jose Mercury News reporting that UCLA will pay Cal $10 million a year every year for the next 6 years.
Yeah. I don't love that.
It's wild,
at all, dude.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Aaron Wilson gets the Monty Show membership. Let's go, baby. Any more submissions? Anybody sending your screen? No,
dude,
come on, you
it's
guys.
all quiet on the Western Front, bro.
Okay.
I mean,
We need $875.
Yeah, where are you guys at right now, bro? Like, come on.
$875 for the Advocates in the next.
This is the problem.
Yes.
You guys balled out on the last one. Like, what was that, 6
You
weeks
did.
ago?
Yeah, 2 months ago.
2 months ago?
Yeah, in February.
You guys balled out on the last one. So now there's an expectation. So you got to come through. Like, just the same way that we showed up on Friday, you got to show up. Like, you got my ass out of bed. Like, I came to work today.
You did. I'm proud of you.
And what are we getting? Like, come on now.
The problem,
What?
Now I'm getting DMs about why we're not talking NBA.
Bro, it's
coming.
6:40, bro. There's still another hour.
Why did you guys wake up? This is why we don't do
shows
on Friday.
Shows on Friday, bro. Like, this is what I'm saying. Friday vibes are weird.
Losing your minds. McMuffin's still undefeated. Ultimate sausage extreme sandwich at Jack in the Box is better. Next time, do the Queen bicycle song. Copyright. Gumby has risen. Here we go with Aaron Wilson. You guys have some weird hangups. Giggity, you're uncultured swine.
Jesus.
You're uncultured. What did Giggity say to be uncultured swine? Good Lord. That's wild to me. Handlebars by Flowbot. Okay. That's fine. Phil Venzer, I have to save my $100K to pay for college football tickets. There's some of that. There is no doubt about that. All right. The Monty Show is always presented by The Advocates, theadvocates.com. Look, the bow that I would put around this UCLA story, I think it is what it is. I think UCLA is still miles ahead, even if they wind up paying this $60 million. My guess is they could make that in one payment and be fine with it. Will they do that? I don't know. They won't, but they'll pay him $10 million a year every year for the next 6 years, if John Wilner is in fact correct at the Mercury News. But I don't think that is, I don't think it's justified. I don't think it's fair. But when's the last time anything was fair?
Yeah.
When's the last time anything was justified?
Yeah, Cal trying to get their pound of flesh, man.
That's not what we do. That's not what we do at all.
Yeah.
It's wild to me. So, Mike Smith, the Monty Show Gumby hate is uncalled for. Aaron Wilson's weird about it. I don't know how else to say it. Like, Aaron Wilson, the whole Rip Gumby thing.
And then the Pete Forty thing.
Like, it's just weird to me. Like, Gumby's been here. People, you'll notice people have lives. Guys are here for a while, then they take some time off, then they come back. Like, it's just weird to me. Yeah, we know. You have some weird obsession with Gumby. We get it. Have you seen UCLA football attendance? They can't draw flies. But is that what's paying? Now, I say this all the time. The attendance is nice. It's important because it powers concession stands, memorabilia, T-shirts, hot dogs, corn dogs.
Yeah.
It powers that stuff. That's why attendance is important. But do you think the gate is the end-all, be-all of profit in college sports? It's not. It's not. That $100 million a year, that's what's important. You're not wrong. It's all jokes, though. Why y'all take it so serious? Because it's all you talk about. The ghost of Gumby, I don't take it seriously. It's not that we take it seriously. It's just you get locked onto something. And you're like...
It's like Big Daddy Magic with BYU, bro.
It's weird.
It's,
Big Daddy Magic and BYU is weird to me.
Yeah, like the Victor thing with Big Daddy Magic is whatever.
That's a trademark of his. That's funny. Like Big Daddy Magic and Victor, that's funny.
Yeah.
The weird sex stuff about BYU is not funny, and I find it odd.
Yeah.
But you do you. You do you, Aaron Wilson. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you what to do at all. Was it understood that UCLA would have to pay Cal when they were leaving? I thought that was something that was talked about. I think it was in the beginning. I think it was a dirty secret. I think it was the UC Board of Regents' way of trying to save the Pac-12 to make those threats. But there was no saving the Pac-12. That was melting down whether UCLA, paid or not.
Yeah, it was more like, oh, you guys are going to leave? Well, we'll find a way to make you contribute to the conference one way or the other. And
the genesis of this is it's bad news for Cal if the Pac-12 goes away. And you, UCLA, you're the reason it's going away. So you're gonna pay a tax for that. Yeah. You're gonna pay a tax for that. And that's what this is. This is call it a street tax, call it juice, call it what you want. This is the UC Board of Regents being loan sharks.
Yeah.
And you're paying a street tax. That's what UCLA is doing.
Absolutely.
It just is, it is. It's fine. Mike Smith, yes, it was. It was just a question as to how much. That's correct. Was it 2 million, 5 million, 10 million? Well, now we know it's 10 million. Sir Bob Lob, the Phil Collins, not the Genesis. Okay. How many of us air drummed in the air tonight? Played fake drums to In the Air tonight?
All of us.
You did not. You didn't even know.
I did,
you didn't even know who Phil Collins is.
Dude, everybody knows.
Go watch some Nemo. Hey, did you see that Lord of the Rings is going to have another chapter?
No, I did not.
Yes, Lord of the Rings is going to have another chapter.
Okay.
Did it move?
No. I was more moved by the fact that Interstellar is coming back to theaters.
Yeah, here we go.
On 70 mil.
Why?
Why not,
I bring up Lord of the
dude?
Rings and you want Interstellar.
Why not?
Because Matthew McConaughey doesn't wear deodorant.
Okay, well, he's a damn good actor, so I don't really care about that.
But he smells.
Yeah.
Everybody did the air drums. Yes, they did.
Yeah, everybody.
Wait, Brandon Butler says, the Pac-12 is going away. Why haven't we discussed this? That's the Friday vibe. That's the shit I'm talking about.
Brandon.
Let's
Appreciate
go,
you,
Brandon
dog.
Bootlair. Let's go.
Can we at least go on a run where we get some donations, bro? Like, just even $1.
Are you begging?
Yeah, a little bit.
Listen.
I'm a little disappointed right now.
Listen, it's early on a Friday.
We're 50 minutes in here.
We're 50 minutes in, and we've only raised $125 for the Advocates on Giving Friday. So maybe we start by just giving some money away here. How about this? The next person who makes a donation of at least $25, we'll give you a $25 Amazon gift card. How about that? We'll bribe you if that's what we need to get the financial ball rolling.
If that's what we need to do to help kids, then we will.
I would agree with that, which is what's at the heart of this. If you're just tuning in this morning, whoa.
Good save.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We are working with the Advocates, theadvocates.com, the best injury attorneys in the business who always work in the community. Always. The Advocates are trying to gather money and bicycles for kids, for summer activities, and to help those less fortunate. They are working with the Bike Collective here in Utah. And it's a great cause. They are always partnered, whether it was a kids' food pantry in February, whether it is, bikes right now. These are great causes that actually help people live better, more capable lives. They help kids stay out of trouble in the summertime because they're out riding their bikes. They're having a good time. They're actually, being innocent kids. That's what we're talking about. Bring some pride back to a parent. And think about you not being able to afford to buy your child a bike. And then you get a bike through the Advocates donations. and you're able to deliver that bike to your 10-year-old kid who now can go ride bikes with his friends. Like, that's what this is about. So I would ask you to empathize. Put yourself in a position of a parent who can't afford to pay rent or mortgage, let alone buy their kid a bike. That's who we're pointing this at. So the next person to make a donation on Venmo, send it to Jake, make the donation on Venmo, Advocates Donations, a minimum of $25, DM Jake, SLC Jake. The next donation that's a minimum of $25, we'll give you a $25 Amazon gift card.
Yeah.
And right now, Maury Alvarez is running away
Easily.
with the $100 Amazon
And
gift
I
card.
just checked X. Nothing on X.
A little surprised we're quiet this morning.
Yeah.
Mike Smith, instead of giving a gift card, just donate directly to the advocates and put a note in the memo of the member's name. We could do that too. Hey, it's your $100, man. If you want us to donate that Amazon gift card to the advocates, we'll take the $100 and donate it to them. Absolutely, we can do that. No doubt about it. We can do that. Oh, look at that. Mike gave us $10. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Even though you chose Mylands today on a Friday.
Appreciate you showing up on Friday, though.
Appreciate that. Yes. Dakota Tubbs. Two Holes knows just as much about Phil Collins as he does about Pink Floyd.
Yeah, well, you know what? At least I know the song we're talking about for once.
Hey, Two Holes.
But why do you know the song?
I don't know.
Miami Vice.
No.
That's why you know Phil Collins.
No. That's not why I know. No.
See, I tried to give you an out.
No.
And you just don't take it.
Yeah, the reason Phil Collins for my generation got big through the Hangover movies, specifically the first one. There's many references to it and many jokes made about it.
Okay. Brandon Butler, I have a bike I can donate to them next week. Let's go. You can drop it off really anytime you want. But their big bike event is next Friday morning at their office in Murray. And Brandon, you are a saint among men. I think it makes a huge difference. I'm donating a bike. I just think that I'm a big believer we have to keep our kids innocent as long as we can. You know, it's so easy anymore. Like, did you guys see the Luka Doncic press conference last night? You want to talk about how easy it is to run into pornography in this world? We can't play it because it's copyrighted.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic is sitting at the podium last night doing a press conference. And there's wild theories about how it happened. But somebody started playing pornography over their phone. And somebody made the reference to, hey, when you disconnect your Bluetooth, the video keeps playing.
Rob Perez on Twitter was like, somebody figured out last night that whether you're
unbelievable, whether
connecting or disconnecting from Bluetooth, the video continues to play. And all I have to say is, dude, I don't know. It's not being confirmed or denied that it was somebody watching a video, but I have a hard time believing that it was somebody actually procreating because it was a press conference.
And it was like, oh,
yeah, it was like obnoxious, you know, and the look on Luka's face was the whole thing, dude. Like the entire thing.
Nothing. Daddy. Nothing. Tanner Plumer. Was it porn or was somebody getting some action? It was. I think it was porn.
I think it was too. Yeah.
I think it was porn. I do believe it was porn, but that's just me. Oh,
do you have some DMs?
I do have DMs. Mitchell Plumley. That's what it is. I don't know how to say your last name, Mitchell. Mitchell said, if I win, can you just donate directly to the advocates? I can't. Listen, if that's what you guys want us to do, I'm with it. I'm with it. The only bad part of the bicycle song by Queen is that the song says, and I don't like Star Wars. Well, nobody likes Star Wars.
Well, there's Star Trek.
Well, Star Trek is better than Star Wars because Star Wars is overrated.
Right.
You know, may the fifth be with you.
Right.
You know, it just is what it is. Phil Venzer, NHL hockey must be in playoff mode. Saturday night is all right for fighting. My boys, did you see the NYR last night?
Dude.
The bread man?
Bro.
Anybody see Panarin last night?
Between the legs, skating away from the net, and it
while
still
being
goes in.
cross-checked in the lower back. Shesterkin was amazing for my Rangers last night.
Dude, man.
Telling you.
Hockey's better when the Rangers are good. They're one of those teams.
I grew up idolizing Mark Messier and Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah.
And when those two played in New York, I became a Rangers supporter. I'm a Blackhawk fan through and through.
Yeah.
But the Rangers are very clearly
It's hard
my
not to root for
second
them,
team.
I'll be honest.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. Giving Friday on the Monty Show. Advocates donations on Venmo. Who we got here?
Lee Jensen.
Lee Jensen,
Now,
$25.
Now take the banner down, because he's included a memo here.
What name do y'all want the new hockey team to be from the Monty Show? It should be the Monty Show. It should be the new name.
Yeah, NHL Monty Show.
NHL Monty Show. God, would Ryan Smith be pissed? That would be amazing.
Program.
You know.
I haven't seen a name that's better than the Yetis, I'll be honest. And I saw last night, it was going around, Salt Lake Twitter that, the Colorado Avalanche back in the day in the 2000s had a Yeti mascot, and they had the footprint as a logo on their jersey at one point. And so I don't know if there are any, copyright issues with that as far as the league is concerned. But yeah, I think Yeti is the best one. I don't love it, I'll be honest with you.
But do the Lanch want the NHL in Utah? Do the Colorado Avalanche want the NHL in Salt Lake City?
I don't know, man.
There's a lot of Avalanche fans here.
Yeah, I don't know. But that begs the question, are those Avalanche fans only Avalanche fans because there was nothing here? I have to assume so, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Vegas Golden Knights are going to be a rival, you would think. You got to think the Avalanche will be a rival.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's not bad. Lee Jensen, congratulations. You won a $25 Amazon gift card.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for that. Good donation to get us going. The tax collectors, exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. No doubt about it. No Chelsea Dagger music here. My friends, the Blackhawks are amazing.
Yeah.
Stanley Cup is better when the original six are good. There is no doubt about that.
100%, dude.
No doubt about that. Utah FC.
Bro.
Vegas had the Utah territory. Yeah, and they did a deal with Scripps Ion to broadcast their games in Utah. Well, that now is changing.
Which is my other question about this hockey team. Are we going to have Yeti Plus? Is that how we're doing it?
How are we going to see games in the long term? I think TV's changing a lot. The Utah Mandalorians. That would be amazing. Aaron Wilson says, I'm back. Well, I'm good. I'm glad to see you, Aaron. I am glad to see you here on Giving Friday. Yeah. Presented by The Advocates, theadvocates.com, the best injury attorneys in the business. They wish you and yours a happy Mother's Day. And if you find yourself in an accident this weekend, friends, sadly in our world, my wife is a bike rider. She is a cyclist. She has a gazillion-dollar, multi-million Ferrari type bicycle that she will be riding Saturday. It always makes me nervous. It always makes me nervous because we as drivers just don't give the space that bicycles need. You get in an accident this weekend, advocates.com. You get hurt at work, heavens to Betsy, please don't get hurt at work. But if you do, theadvocates.com. You get hit by a truck, you almost get murked by a semi, theadvocates.com. You guys, you have to be ready. Because when you get in an accident, there's absolutely a right and a wrong. If you've been injured in an accident, you guys, you need somebody to fight for you so you can focus on getting healthy. That's what the Advocates are all about. Hook it up, theadvocates.com. You can chat with an attorney 24/7, 365, and it won't cost you a dime. At theadvocates.com, hour number 2 of the Monty Show. So we are now at $150.
Yeah.
So we need to get to work on this hour. If you're thinking about it, if you're wondering about it, please consider donating to the Advocates. Advocates donations on Venmo. Send us a screenshot. You'll be entered to win a $100 Amazon gift card. In about 55 minutes, we will announce the winner of that. In about 55 minutes. And we will send that right to you. But you also, as Mike Smith said. You also have the ability to simply donate that $100. I'll send it directly to the advocates.
Okay. Lee Jensen's donated a second time, but he's done it in a way where he's specifically gone after a certain everyday listener on the program. So we've now got some entertainment to
So
work
now
with here.
there's heat in the memo section.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Let's see. Let me get this to you. There we go.
Gonna have to do some splaining.
Yeah, gonna have to.
Jennifer Young at the Advocates. Oh no, I made that. Send that to me again. I made it. I made that mistake, man.
Thank you.
Stupid Apple.
Thank you.
Stupid Apple. Well, actually, it's user error, sir. I never claimed to be smart. All right, let's see. Lee Jensen is donated again. So the memo section is fire, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
My friend Tanner doesn't know how to Venmo the Monty Show. Tanner, do you remember that you had... I do remember you Venmoed Jake last time. I do remember that. All right, so we are now $160 into our $1,000 journey. Here, we are trying to raise $1,000. So we need, what is that, $840?
Yeah.
$840 in the next 55 minutes. $5, every dollar matters.
Yeah.
We need $840 on Venmo to the advocates. Advocates donations. And actually, we need $850 because Mike gave us $10.
Yeah.
So now we're at $850 left in the next 55 minutes.
Come on, man.
Hook it up. Hit him on Venmo, Advocates Donations, DM Jake, SLC Jake on Instagram, SLC Jake on Twitter. And again, a lot of you have said you don't have Venmo. If you don't have Venmo, you know. Tanner Plummer, I told you guys I was busy soaking when I sent that Venmo.
Well,
see? Tanner's come around a little bit now. He's able to laugh at himself.
Yeah, are we tired today, or what's the issue here? Are we in low gear today, or what's the problem?
Utah Gumbies. See,
you've
that's
come
better.
around a little
bit.
That's better. Thank you.
You've come around a little bit. Q Sam, good morning, my friend. If the Canucks win the Stanley Cup, that city will burn down.
You're not wrong, dude. That city hasn't seen anything since Luongo was their goaltender.
Roberto Luongo.
Yeah.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while. The Ghost of Gumby, brought to you by Tombstone Pizza. Cauliflower crust pizza or regular crust pizza?
On the daily, probably cauliflower crust, but there's nothing like a good traditional pizza crust.
Aaron Wilson, the Utah Growcocks. Okay.
Bro.
Okay. LOL, do you guys have short-term memory loss? I've been laughing at myself for a while. You know. No. The Ghost of Gumby says. You have been, Tanner. I give you credit for that. Okay. Speaking of advocates donations, I got to single Jake up here.
Why are you singling me up, dude?
Well, it's time for your apology to Donovan Mitchell. So I just wanted to put you on camera.
I'm not apologizing, dude.
What do you mean you're not apologizing?
Last night was a great team effort. Last night was.
Are you out of your mind?
Last night,
are you out of your mind?
The supporting cast really showed up, and Donnie, screwed me on Prize Picks, and was a half a point short.
Just say it.
And it was really disappointing.
Just say it.
We're gonna watch the film, and we'll improve, and it's fine. So it is what it is.
You just won't say it. You just won't say
Donnie
it.
had a great night last night. He did.
They beat Boston. They beat Boston in Boston.
Yeah, it's impressive.
And
there's no question about it.
At some point, Mr. Don't know who Phil Collins is, you're going to come around to the fact that
Hey, two holes.
I don't know how I do it every day sitting next to this guy when he believes in Kevin Durant, but won't say nice things about Donnie. You won't do it.
Hey, it is what it is. Now you've shown me you can win the series. So,
okay,
get it done.
Let's
is
see.
Also Lee Jensen.
Damn, Lee Jensen is going
donation.
in.
Yes.
How's the Clemson Tigers doing? You see,
in God's name, image, and likeness.
Do you guys remember that last time?
We built this program on NIL. It's probably different than what you're thinking.
Lee Jensen single-handedly funding the Advocates right now, and Bikes for Kids.
Appreciate you, Lee.
Appreciate you, Lee. Does that put Lee in the lead?
I mean,
I think Maury's.
I mean, Maury's got the video submission though, dude. Like
Maury's still got the video submission. Juicy. I agree, but Juicy's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So, are you willing to give it up for Donnie now?
Okay,
because
what does that mean? Give it up for Donnie?
I think it's time to acknowledge that Donovan Mitchell and Donovan Mitchell takes a lot of heat in Utah. There's no doubt about that, right? But at what point do we start putting the same standard on Donovan Mitchell and then take that standard and put it on Jason Tatum?
This conversation I agree with.
Because I don't think it's a question, and everybody last night was trying to say that Donovan's better than Devin Booker. Not a chance on earth do I believe that Donovan Mitchell is better than Devin Booker. But I'll continue to say, and I know that Celtic fans have been in the comments section lately, but Boston Celtic fan, you got a problem because that team is not ready to rock and roll. I'm telling you now, the same thing that I have said. I do not believe that the Boston Celtics are championship material, and that's largely because I think that Jason Tatum's not that guy.
He's soft. There's no doubt.
I agree with that.
There's no question about it. And I think, it's frustrating that there are some nights where the Celtics just are not, the problem is they don't have reliability in Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So last night, Jaylen Brown has several bad turnovers, just isn't playing well. And it's like, oh, well, we better rely on Al Horford to shoot all those threes. Meanwhile, our stars can't get it going. And so you wind up in a situation where I think it was like 93-80 heading to the fourth. Like it wasn't even all that competitive. And you're sitting here watching this game and it's like, hey, it's only 13. Like you're one run away from being right back in this game. But it might as well have been like a 30-point lead because they're soft. They are out of the game mentally at that point. And I don't know how you fix that, because I don't know that Joe Mazzulla can change the fact that Jason Tatum is not a killer. He can't change the fact that Jason Tatum is, yes, a star player in this league, but no, is not a superstar killer. Go out and win a bunch of championships, go out and will your team to victory. Has Jason Tatum had some big games? Yes. Has Jason Tatum been to the playoffs a ton? Yes. It is primarily why I think that when you compare him to Donovan, it's a difficult comparison to make because on one hand, it's an easy argument. Hey, Donovan Mitchell hasn't had nearly the same amount of talent to work with as Jason Tatum has had in Boston. And Don has gone to, the semis a couple times here, right? And I think we could all agree, has squeezed out every ounce of juice that you could possibly squeeze
100%.
out of those Utah rosters,
Pacavo,
right?
100%.
So when I compare Don and Jason Tatum, I sit here, and let's be fair to Tatum. Tatum did run into prime LeBron, right? In his second stint in Cleveland. LeBron was playing, in my opinion, some of the most explosive, dominant basketball in his career, having a renaissance.
I agree.
So at that time, I think Jason Tatum was playing some of the best basketball of his career.
I agree.
He wasn't soft. They went at it. Tatum had his moments, and Tatum just got the short end of the stick on that. But this game last night is why this team will never win a championship the way it's currently constructed. And I don't want to hear that they're the most talented team.
But Jake, they don't have Kristaps Porzingis.
They're like I'm tired of dudes like Stephen A. Smith or like the talking head guy saying that, oh my God, like we should expect Boston to win a championship. They're the most talented team. I disagree with that. They've got two guys who, while they are stars, are not superstars.
Tatum and Brown.
Derek White is about as inconsistent as they get. Some nights he's going to give you 15 and a bunch of defense. Other nights you can't count on him for really anything. And then we devolve down into, well, how many threes is Al Horford going to hit? Because I think he's actually their most consistent contributor. Typically, he's going to knock down 40%. That's usually
not spectacular, but consistent. I would agree with that.
And so it's this whole thing where it's just like, dude, like I don't know. I don't know what you do with this roster, because You have to move one of them, in my opinion. You have to bring in a new, A or B player into that starting 5
100%
to get traction.
Yep, I agree. Brandon Butler donates $10 for the Huffies. Let's
go, baby.
Appreciate that. We're down to $840. Aaron Wilson, I don't have Venmo, so please give this to the kids. $835 left to go. $835. Can we do it in the next 45 minutes? We can. We certainly can. So hook it up on Venmo. And listen, the tip jar works. There's no doubt about it. We prefer you send it right to the Advocates. Advocates donations on Venmo. Send a screenshot of that to Jake. And we are going to give away a $100 Amazon gift card here coming up in about 45 minutes. So stick around for that. So we're at $835 now.
Yeah.
And we got a Venmo for $44.
From, again, Lee Jensen.
Lee Jensen.
Now in the caption here, notice the low-key reference to Prize Picks.
My friend Jake can't respect my guy Don. This is the number of points, rebounds, and assists my guy Don
had.
44.
Yeah. Yeah, I had him less than, or I'm sorry, I had him more than 29.5. He finishes at 29. Thanks, dude. Thanks.
I'm telling you, man.
Lee
Jensen's starting to run away with this.
Yeah.
Lee Jensen is starting to run away with this.
Yeah.
So you guys, we are down to.
What has Lee on his own here? So Lee has done 44, 54, and 25. So 54 and 35 is, what is that? 90?
89.
54 plus 35, 89.
On his own. We're down to $791. $791 is what we have left. That's our nut, bro. Our nut is $791.
Where's my boy Boss Frog, dude? Where are the heavy hitters at this morning, bro?
That's what we're looking for in the next 45 minutes. Thanks you to all of you who have donated. And again, if you're just tuning into the show, it is Giving Friday. You know we try to do it every Friday. Lee Jensen already won himself a $25 Amazon gift card this morning. I think Maury Alvarez is probably in the lead for the hundo.
Yeah.
But all you have to do is make a donation on Venmo to the Advocates. They are raising money to collect bikes and put more bikes in the community because I think we all recognize the impact that bicycles had on our lives as kids. And I ask you to use that imagination and ask how much fun did you have on a bike when you were a kid? How nice is it? I love watching the kids ride around our neighborhood on scooters and bikes because scooters are part of this as well. But the Advocates always putting their money where their mouth is. They always talk about community and empathy and working hard to improve the lives of the people that, support their firm. And that's exactly what they do in all of the communities they work in across this country. The Advocates are always in the community in Phoenix, in Idaho, in Boise, in Salt Lake City, all of Utah, like coast to coast. The Advocates have put so much money into the community to help kids.
Okay.
What are you laughing about?
We've got a solid contributor right here.
Okay.
This is a good one. Sorry.
Mike Smith says, I don't have Venmo. Give it to the kids fund, please. Yes, let's go, Mike Smith. Appreciate you,
Mike.
Mama.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you very much. So we are down to $781.
Okay,
hey, Boss Frog
contributing. Let's go,
Boss
baby.
Frog in with 50. J2H, here's 50 to go buy a razor because you need a scooter, little buddy.
Thank you.
Hey, Boss Frog. Your boy J2H put 2 holes in my fence yesterday with golf balls.
It's not my problem. Then that's not big enough. Okay.
Then that's not big enough. Then that's not big enough. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. The net's not big enough.
Okay, we're experiencing the wave. We are. You guys are showing up now. I appreciate you guys.
Okay, I like it. Let's get some in here. So with Boss Frog's donation of $50, that's set. We're down to $731. You guys, let's go ahead and let me get a couple of these in here. Right. Let's see this one and then this one. So this one here, Monty
that is
Giggity with $100.
Yes.
Giggity with $100. Monty for the kids, please hide this from Ryan Smith. Okay, that's pretty good.
I'm telling you, that's a good one.
That's pretty good. $100. Thank you, Giggity.
Yes.
The Advocates.
This is Chris Karn.
The Bears are building a new stadium with no bike racks. Will Ryan Smith?
It's so well done, dude. It is so well done, bro.
That's so good. The Bears are building a new stadium with no bike racks. Oh, so you got the Bears stadium and Ryan Smith in there.
So good.
So
dude.
good.
So good.
So good. Oh my God. So wait, that's $200.
Yes.
So minus $200. We're down to 531.
Let's go, baby.
We are down to 531. See, when we all get together and we start banging, as soon as I said
Dude,
it.
are you kidding me right now?
When we get together and we all J2H in the same direction.
Yes. We all pull in the same direction. This is Loner Phone.
Loner Phone. Well, Loner Phone has kind of been.
Yeah.
Loner Phone gives $25.
We show up.
You paid the Advocates Monty Show bike transfer date, $25. Like, comment completed via bank transfer from PNC National Bank. Loner Phone, we appreciate you.
Appreciate you, dog.
That may get you back into some good graces.
Yeah.
I'm not promising you anything, but that could. So what was that donation? That was
25 out of Loner
so
Phone.
we are down to, you guys, we're at $506.
So close.
Pete Forte with $50.
Let's go, baby. Boy, Pete.
We are now down to $456. UW fan Jim Roma Dunze with $10. Let's go. We are down
Dogs.
to $446. Mike Rodriguez, $5.
Let's go.
Mike, good to see you. Good to see you, Mike. Good to see you. So let's see, -5. We are just now down. We're at $440.
Yeah.
$440. Here's to Waste Management for leaving trash behind and then losing my can. Great morning. Wow.
Damn.
Do you guys clean the inside of your trash bins? Do you guys do that?
I'm not at a point in life where I have my own trash bin yet. Sorry, guys.
There you go. Maybe we need to do a donation day for Jake so he can.
Yeah, I'm not at that point in life yet where I have my own trash can.
$440. You guys, we just raised over $460 in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was gas, dude. Nice
You
job.
guys are fantastic.
Really nice
Let's
job.
go.
Way to show up.
Great job. Great job. We appreciate you doing that. We're just $440 away now from our $1,000 goal. We have 40 minutes to get that accomplished.
Yes.
So hook it up on Venmo, Advocates donations. When you make that donation, make sure you get it to Jake. Who's the leader in the clubhouse for the Hundo?
Well, that's what we got to talk about.
I think it's got to be Chris Karn now.
Yeah, I mean, that was one
Bears
of the best
comment.
captions I've seen in some time. I mean, I think Giggity certainly should be in the conversation. I think that was really funny. The
Yes.
Ryan Smith reference, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But the bike rack from Chris Karn,
I think
he tied it. Not only did he give 100, but he tied in bikes with a bike rack.
Yeah.
And he got the Bears and he got Ryan Smith.
I think it's between Maury and Chris.
I would agree.
I think those are the two that are in a dead heat to win the Hundo.
I would agree.
And we'll see what else comes in.
100%.
Yeah.
Whoa. Mike Smith, this is what makes this show and group great, actually making a difference for kids. That's, you guys, honest to goodness. I think, we've changed our business model pretty significantly on the show. We used to have like 10 sponsors. We pared that down, and we've had some people that have supported this show amazingly well.
Yeah.
But we're working on a side hustle that required us to kind of pare down a little bit. Right. So for us, this community outreach piece of this and doing anything we can do. What have we done with the Advocates? School supplies, Christmas gifts, winter clothing. I mean, food pantry for kids, now bikes. Like all of these things that the advocates are doing, you guys are what make this stuff possible. You guys are what make this show possible, right? Like, we talked about not having sponsors at all, but I think the advocates are such good community partners, you guys. Like, and I love our guys at Bucked Up. I love our guys at Papa Murphy's. I love our guys at Big O Tires. Like, I'm sure we'll do more of this stuff during football season, but this is the stuff that makes this show. Because this money doesn't go in our pocket. This money's not something where we're profiting from it. This 100% goes to the community. That's what's great about this.
Chris Karn has DM'd me and said if he wins, he'd like to donate the $100 to the kids.
Awesome. Awesome. And I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to do that. But yes, you know what? You're absolutely right, Mike. That's what makes this show great. We're $440 away now. And all you need to do is make a donation on Venmo. Have some fun in the memo section on Venmo. Because right now, I still think the bike rack comment is phenomenal.
Yeah.
The bike rack comment is, but Maury's video, and let me play Maury's video one more time.
Yeah.
Let me play Maury's video, because this was before the show.
This was at 5:30. We got this before the show. Already done and ready to go.
Bikes for kids and the advocates.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hey Monty, why are bikes always so sleepy? Because they're just too tired.
Hey, Two Holes, why does a bank teller not allowed to ride a bicycle? Well, they might lose their balance.
It's just cash.
See what he did there? They might lose their balance because they're too tired.
Yeah.
See what he did? Like, too tired. Like,
Yeah, it's cash, dude.
you see what I'm saying?
Absolutely cash.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
Advocates donations on Venmo. I think Maury's in the lead. It's close, but Chris Karn's bike rack comment is legendary.
Yes.
I mean, that might be one of the top 5 Venmo memo sections we've ever seen.
Yes.
On this show. From Cam Harrison, $10. $430 now, you guys. Let's go, Cam. Appreciate you.
This is John Ham from his wife's
Let's
Venmo.
go.
So
John Ham.
Yeah.
We're down to $420 now.
Now check out the memo he's got here.
J2H Moneymaker is ready to go. He does it for the children. What WWJD, what would Jake do? What would Jake do?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, Two Holes.
I love it. Unbelievable, you guys. Unbelievable.
So now that's what
$420. We are down to $420. You guys, let $420, bro.
$420, bro.
$420 we are down to. Absolutely phenomenal. Thank you, guys. Like, that is amazing.
Oh, see, I think Loner Phone's trying to get out of the doghouse, dude.
RJC Loner Phone.
Yeah.
Let's go, guys. Do this for the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, did he make another donation?
A more sizable one at that too, as well.
A more sizable donation.
Yes, it's a more sizable one, dude.
Can you measure it?
Okay. No, I'm not making that joke. It's too easy. $50 now. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go, Loner Phone. Appreciate you. We are just $370 away.
We got to chop this down, bro. We got this.
We are just $370 away now. Thank you, Loner Phone.
30
Appreciate
people, $15 or whatever. Like, let's
Advocates
go.
donations. Advocates donations on a Friday.
Yeah.
How much bike riding did you do as a kid?
I did a lot when I was young. When I was elementary school age, I did a lot. I always had my elementary school was about a 10-minute, maybe 15-minute bike ride through our neighborhood. No major streets, just riding through the neighborhood. Had some big hills I had to go up, like kind of a physical bike ride. But I did a lot of bike riding as a kid. There was and it's funny, like, and I don't know if you guys experience this. There are like some things from my childhood that I dream about from time to time still. And one of the things I dream about from my childhood is this big ass downhill off of the main street that I was scared to do as a kid. And I remember the day that I did it. It was awesome.
Matt Ritson, $10 for the kids. Let's go.
Oh, baby.
Let's go. We are now just $360 away. $360 away. Let's see. RJC is a good guy. He is just this country's version of salty drunk. Wow.
Damn, bro.
I don't disagree with that. Giggity says, light up the Boss Frog signal. He did.
He did.
He
Oh,
did.
yeah,
He
Boss
gave us
contributed.
$50.
Yeah, dude.
Boss gave us, where is it? There it is. $50
Yeah.
so Jake can get a Razor scooter.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Look at our guy Jameson. Bank blocked my Venmo.
Okay,
Had
here
to
we
send this
go.
anyways.
Here we go. Here we go.
We are now down, you guys, just to $350. We only need $350. We have raised $650. We need $350 more to meet our goal of $1,000 donated to the advocates in their bike campaign. So amazing. Are we proclaiming a leader in the clubhouse at this moment?
It's between Maury and Chris, I think. I think it's between those two. Now, X factor is that if Chris wins, he wants to donate the hundo to the kids.
I think Chris might be in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's not video, but it's pretty creative, I have to say.
Although that drop now of Hey J2H.
Yeah, I mean, that's an iconic video, dude. Like, come on.
Hey, 2 holes.
Hey, 2 holes.
Like, come on.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's
it. 2 holes or Lee Jensen's Juicy.
I mean, Lee Jensen's Juicy.
That's a pretty good drop.
Good.
That's a pretty good drop.
The combo.
That's a pretty good drop. Let me read this full comment because he did pay us $10. Bank blocked by Venmo. Had to send it this way. I need that card. Need more books, or if you could send a cougar tail in the mail, that'd be great. Okay. Giggity says, Boss is the hero we need. Boss Frog always contributing on this show. Always. Yeah. Mike Smith, I do like that you guys got a good sound drop from Maury's kid. And that might put Maury back. I will say.
2 holes.
Hey, 2 holes.
Hey, 2 holes.
That's going to live on this show forever. Every time he says something stupid about Donovan Mitchell or Devin Booker.
Hey, 2 holes.
It's going to live on this show forever.
Yeah.
Until he watches The Godfather. It's going to live on this show forever.
Right.
Forever. I would donate that $100 gift card as well. Well, hey, Loner Phone, I appreciate that. Giggity. Send Maury's kid as pro rata for that drop. I will agree.
Hey, 2 holes.
I think that's a great call. That Maury's kid with the 2 holes.
Yeah, clutch performance, no question about it. I mean,
I think that is the lead. I think that is the lead. You know, it is. I think that for sure. Okay, so donate advocates donations on Venmo. DM Jake when you hit the Venmo. We're at $350.
Yes.
$10, $5, $100, whatever you can do. Let's cover that $350 gap. And we'll give somebody a $100 Amazon gift card. And again, I'm not too proud to beg. I beg you guys every day to hit the like button. We're at about 1,000 views and we only have 51 likes. So make sure you hit the like button. That helps. Everybody watching us on Twitter, we appreciate you. If you're on Twitter, come on over to YouTube, hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up, hit the like button. That really helps the channel grow. Thank you for that. As we raise money with the advocates this morning, we are just 30 minutes to go here. 30 minutes to go. We need $350. Now, let's finish our Jason Tatum discussion. Is Jason Tatum a championship player?
No. And there's no way to say that he is.
Would you rather have Donovan Mitchell or Jason Tatum? Donovan Mitchell or Devin Booker? Devin Booker or Kevin Durant? Devin Booker.
Because Book's younger.
Or the girl in the porn at Dallas Mavericks game last night.
Oh, she put on some type of performance last night. You know what I'm saying?
Daddy!
Who's the best player in the NBA right now?
Man, that's tough, dude.
Not in the playoffs. We all know that's Rick Brunson's kid.
Yeah, I mean, I think the best player in the league right now, it's SGA or Ant, I think, but
you're putting Anthony Edwards amongst the best players in the NBA.
Yes. You just won't give, see, this is what I mean. You're happy to slurp Book and Dom, but you're not going to give Anthony Edwards credit?
Well, he just hasn't done it long enough.
Okay.
And what he's doing, listen, we've debated this on the show for months now. I think this year there's no doubt that he of Michael Jordan's DNA, Anthony Edwards, his performance has taken a big step up. There's no question about that, right? There's no question about that. But I think you have to do it for more than 18 months. And that's really
so. What is it? A couple seasons?
If they win a championship this year, I think there's no doubt you have to put them in the conversation. There is no doubt about that. You have to put them in the conversation. But I'm not ready to put him there yet. I'm not ready to put him there yet. Oh, hey, Scott Palmer, thank you very much. Scott Palmer gives us $10.
I appreciate you, Scott. Thank you
for our efforts to raise money for the kids. So we're now at $330 to go. We just need $330. That's what we need. Advocates donations on Venmo. Boss Frog, if you guys donate the remaining $250, I'll cover the remaining $100 to hit the goal. Done.
It's that easy.
Done. I send the Venmo. Show the screenshot. Let's see what J2H comes up with in the J2H comes up with in the memo section. Let's see what he does. Grinding this down to 330 is ridiculous. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You guys, I really appreciate it. Thank you for doing that. You can always, in all seriousness, you guys can always donate on Venmo.
So we're doing $250, right?
We're doing,
we got to add up all the donations we got in the tip jar, but I'm saying with the Boss Frog situation.
Yeah, no, this is included. Yeah, this is absolutely included in that. But yeah, we will, we need to donate $240 and then he'll donate so actually we're down to $330. We're donating $230. Mo will donate $100.
Okay, so $230.
$230.
Okay, great.
$230. Done. Love it. And the tip jar is $182 today, which is phenomenal.
Yeah,
absolutely phenomenal, you guys. Absolutely phenomenal. Like that's what makes this show amazing. Mike Phillips, I would take Ant over Don or Book, no hesitation. I think we're moving in that direction. I think the fact that he shoots well from everywhere and he is actually turning into a willing defender makes a huge difference. Delaric, Tatum is a good assistant to a killer superstar, will always be a number 2. Starting to move that way.
Yeah.
Starting to move that way. Delaric, Monty doesn't like to slurp the young guys. Who are you, Josh Giddey? Keep him out of the Sandusky sauna at Penn State Penitentiary. Wow. We got it. My $5 was by far the best donation. One of them. Sent a video by Twitter. Well, let's have a look. He sent a video. Let's see.
So far, my attempt to multitask is failing badly.
Okay.
Hey, guys, trying to read while listening to the Monty Show, trying to multitask.
Failing
so far,
badly.
my attempt to multitask is failing badly.
And he says, I need the mute. I need that Amazon card to get more books or at least send a cougar tail in the mail. Exactly right.
Okay.
Exactly right. Ooh, what do you got here? Let me put the Advocates Venmo donation. Mo asked. There you go, Mo.
Hey, Mo.
Good to see you, Mo. You still haven't closed on the house? When are we going to golf, Mo?
Yeah, dude. What the hell? Like it's only been months now.
Let's see what J2H did in the memo section. Whoa. No, and really no pressure here, Jake.
Right.
I hope that you understand. Ant is the best player in the league. Put respect on his name. $230.
That's all I could come up with.
You couldn't even put Monty Show bikes in there?
No.
You couldn't even put Monty Show bikes in there.
Because they know it's for the kids.
You couldn't even put Monty Show bikes in there.
Sorry, dude. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
it's on the fly, dude.
It's on the fly. Truth.
Yeah,
it is on the fly.
It's on the fly.
Okay, and Anthony Edwards' reference isn't that bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a clubhouse leader, but I mean, it's a solid base hit, you know.
Grocock fan account number 10. Time to sell the Xbox I stole and donate the money.
Dude.
Oh, that's amazing. Aaron's videos are the best. Yeah, Aaron Wilson, we miss your videos.
Yeah, dude,
man.
no video contribution this time, or
Well,
what?
it's early for him. It's early for him. The Ghost of Gumby says backwoods sexy. Aaron Wilson's videos are backwoods sexy.
Okay.
Mike Smith says hillbilly pimp. That's right. Here we go. So close. Kids be biking this summer. Yeah. And I really appreciate you guys
So
raising
we've hit the
all
goal,
this money.
right?
Yeah, we have hit the goal.
Let's go, baby.
We have hit the goal. We have made our $1,000 goal.
Let's go.
All right. So do we make the decision right now?
Yeah. So now we got to make the decision. So I think for the hundo, because Lee Jensen's got himself a $25 gift card.
Yes.
And then for the hundo, it's Karn and Maury.
I think
Maury
so.
has the slight edge right now.
Mainly because the kids are involved.
So
he clearly, the effort that it took
Hey, two holes.
to make this video.
Thanks for kids and the on the advocates.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hey Monty, why are bikes always so sleepy? Because they're just too tired.
Hey, two holes. Why does a bank teller not allowed to ride a bicycle? Well, they might lose their balance.
And and there it is right there. And he's wearing a BYU t-shirt when he
Hey,
says
two holes.
the words, hey, two holes.
Hey, two holes.
I think that puts him over the top.
yeah,
I do.
let's get some voting done real quick. My vote is for Maury.
My vote is for Maury.
Let's get some voting in the chat. Who do we like?
Mike Smith, can we make some kids ride one of the old bikes with the banana seat and the ape hanger handlebars? Oh, man. Do you know how awesome? I am the guy. I put a Ron Kittle baseball card in my spokes. Like, I was that guy. I had one of those great, like, the banana seat that I had like the, what do you call it? The bar where you lean back on it. Like, it's like a backrest. Yeah, I had one of those. And that was amazing.
Now,
Amazing.
we need to make sure we throw Karn's thing up there real quick, because I want to make sure we give him enough run.
Oh, let me find it. I'm going to have to find it.
Yeah, just look through these real
There
quick.
it is. On the first one.
Let's go, baby.
There it is. The Bears are building a new stadium with no bike racks. That's still one of the greatest lines ever. Will Ryan Smith do the same? Unbelievable.
Amazing, dude.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely amazing.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. A sissy bar, Monty. Is that what that's called?
Yeah, sissy bar. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Dakota Tubbs. No Pete Lecoq card in your wheels, Monty? No, but a Dick Fidridge card for sure. Dick Tidrow. You guys remember Dick Tidrow, the pitcher for the Cubs?
I don't.
Come on, man. Come on. Puka Nakua. Puka did nothing at BYU. I'm doing as much for Donation Friday as Puka did for BYU. Come on, man. Come on, man. RJ Seaman, donate the 100. Whoever wins, let's do this. Well, we're not going to peer pressure people.
Yeah.
Maury's a great teacher. He's a great father. He works hard for his kids. I'm happy to give him the $100 Amazon gift card.
Right.
I'm happy to do it. Ghost of Gumby, I don't remember Dick.
Stay hard.
Listen. Mike Smith, yes, sissy bar and ape hangers, exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Vote for James, free Bucky sandwiches for everyone. We have to get to. We're going to have to road trip to a Bucky's at some point.
Yeah.
At some point. We've got an LA trip coming up. I'm going to Boston for Foo Fighters. I'm going to Hawaii for golf. That's in June. I'm going to Florida for golf for the holidays. Like, I got stuff going on, man.
Yeah.
Puka Nakua did nothing at BYU. My vote is for Growcock. Okay. Matt Ritson, I vote Maury and the kids. Lakefront Bears says, I lost to Maury again. Man, he makes those videos. Hey, Big Blue Horses for $10. November, learn to ride on Schwinn Stingray in the 70s. That bicycle still lives in my memory like Ralphie Red Rider 200 shot range model air rifle. Oh man, I was not allowed to have a BB gun as a kid, but my guy Keith Horowitz had all kinds of guns. I was such an asshole as a kid. Like trying to shoot fish in the Des Plaines River. I'm a jerk. I freely admit it. I'm seeing Kenny Chesney tomorrow night. Does it help my cause that my birthday is Sunday?
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
No, we're not doing Kenny Chesney on the show, dude.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
If you had said, I can't remember the name of the band that I always tease you about that you like. Something, or I don't remember. Nickelback. If you'd have said Nickelback, because Jake loves him some Nickelback.
I like 2 of their songs. It's not like I'm a Nickelback fanatic. It's 2 songs, dude.
Tell me you haven't oiled up your chest listening to Nickelback.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Tell me you haven't.
I haven't.
Hey, 2 holes.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. When you cried in my arms that one morning and said how guilty you felt about... That never happened. That felt weird. Do a mini video with the Bucky's visit.
Yeah, dude.
We could do that.
That'll help your cause.
James, make a video at Bucky's and maybe we'll feel generous. Growcock fake account number 10. I second the Growcock vote. Growcock sweeps in the win. Right? The Ghost of Gumby. I vote for Aaron. I bet you do. I vote for Gumby. I bet you do. I bet you do. Monty owes a ribeye. My vote is for Teddy or Growcock. Okay. Okay. Oh, and look at that. There it is.
Boom.
There it is.
Boom.
Boss Frog, a deal is a deal.
Boom.
Yes, it is.
Boom.
Boss Frog today has given $150.
Let's go. Appreciate you, bro.
Raising money for the advocates. You're amazing, dude. Boss, always appreciate you, my guy. Good to see you. Thank you to everybody. Big Blue Horses, Scott Palmer, James, Matt Ritson,
Yes.
Mike C. Rodriguez, UW fan Jim Roma Dunze, Pete Forte, the AI bot.
You know he's talking about Roma Dunze, not Jim Rome, right?
I had no idea, bro.
Monty.
Boss Frog again for $50. Mike Smith, thank you. Aaron Wilson, Brandon Butler, who says he's also donating a bike. Mike for $10. Thank you. Matt Ritson for $2. Thank you. We could not do this stuff. We could not raise this kind of money without you guys. So I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. And I can guarantee you the advocates appreciate that as well. So thank you for that. Okay. I guess we really didn't we'll save Budenholzer for Monday.
Yeah.
Because he may well be the head coach.
We need to decide on a winner here.
It's Maury Alvarez.
Oh, okay.
I'm going Maury Alvarez.
Okay. Cool.
Maury Alvarez for 100. Maury, you can either take the gift card or we'll give it to the advocates. It's up to you.
DM me, bro.
It is up to you. Let's talk about this spam situation I have with a Toyota dealership.
Okay, this is incredible, dude.
So you guys know that Mrs. Monty married way over her head. From looks to finances to Growcock, like Mrs. Monty married way over her head.
Dilly.
So when she came to her brother and said, I want an EV, I tried to talk her out of it.
Naturally.
Failed. So we drove a Solterra from Subaru.
Right.
And we drove we were going to drive a Toyota. So I reached out to Toyota, one of my local Toyota, baby.
Yeah.
One of the local Toyota stores.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Didn't work out. Didn't do a deal. Okay, fine. Then I get an email. Hey, why don't you come look at an EV? No, I'm good. Thanks. Hit the unsubscribe button. I did. A couple weeks later, hey, Toyota's having a car sale. Dude. So I replied to the guy and I said, please put me on your do not call, do not email list. I've already unsubscribed. Another email. Unsubscribed again. Sent the guy an email. And I said, I've asked multiple times, please stop emailing me. Another email. Said to him again. Called him, left him a voicemail. Please stop emailing me. What did I get yesterday? Another email. And so I've looked at this and I'm like, okay. And my wife thinks I'm crazy for this. My wife is like, just put him in spam. I tried to put him in spam. They changed their email address by one letter, not in spam anymore. I've asked to be put on your do not email list. So now I did some research a couple of weeks ago, and I found out that there is actually a mechanism for this where you can no longer sue privately. I can't go to the advocates or any other criminal attorney or whoever and file a lawsuit against this Toyota store for spamming me because of the Can Spam Act, which is run by the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, who regulates these things. But the interesting thing is I can go to the FTC and I can file a complaint and they will sue them on my behalf. And every email they sent after I unsubscribed is $541 in a fine. So now, or no, $54,000, excuse me. The maximum penalty for emailing after you've been put on that list is $54,411.
So if they never put you on the list, though.
Every email they've sent me after I hit unsubscribe.
Yeah.
And then after I told them, do not email me, the fine per occurrence is $54,411. How serious do I take this? My wife thinks, again, that I'm an idiot. And in general, she just thinks I'm stupid. Okay. But I can tell you what.
I'll tell you this.
I can tell you this right now. My inclination is to file a complaint with the FTC and prosecute them for spamming me. Because it's not a gray area. It is not in question. In the Can Spam Act, it specifically says that you cannot send somebody solicitation emails offering goods or services.
Hey, buy a new car.
After you have been told to stop. And the specific mechanism is the unsubscribe button in your email, which I have verification that I unsubscribed. And you can tell them, put me on your do not contact list. Stop emailing me.
Which obviously you have email communication.
I have done that 4 times. I have email verification. I have done that 4 times. And it is remarkable to me that here we are, and there's nothing that anybody wants to do about it. I don't think it's a waste. I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm at a point where I will never buy a Toyota, and I will never do business with this dealership group again. And I'm pretty much the dude that buys a new car every 2 years. Again, my wife thinks I'm stupid. But I will never do business with them again.
Right.
And so now I want some butt.
Right. You're cow. You want your pound of flesh.
I want my pound of flesh.
Right.
I want my pound of flesh. And I am Mrs. Monty in the comments section saying block the domain. But I shouldn't have to do that. And this is why my wife thinks I'm stupid.
Okay, here's the only question that really matters. So let's say you did file a complaint, you go through the process. Is it worth all your time? Because it's going to take your time. It's going to distract you.
So if it's $54,411 8 times.
Yeah, I agree. It's a lot of money. But
that's a lot of money.
But when are you going to see that money? How long is it going to take? If it takes 5 years to get it.
But if I would settle at $30,000. Give me $240,000. You'll never see me again. And I won't file an FTC complaint. Like, that's where I'm at. I agree I could block the domain. I shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
I should be able to hit unsubscribe and I should never see your emails again. I should be able to reply to an email and say, stop email me. Stop. Right? When he called me unsolicited to say, hey, we have a car event, I said, put me on your do not call list. He's never called me again.
And he said, okay.
And he's never called me again. But this guy continues to email me. And it's annoying as hell because I can't get him to stop. And I can block the domain.
So I only ask this just to understand. So it's coming from an individual.
It is
at
coming
the
from
dealership?
it is what we call a contact management system, a CMS.
Yeah.
I am in their funnel. They are trying to sell cars, and they have for those of you who don't know this mechanism,
yeah,
they have a program that will email your prospects. And in this case, it's every 2 weeks.
Right.
Every 2 weeks.
And that's about the frequency you're getting them.
Every 2 weeks.
Yeah. 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 I mean, look, I obviously, yeah, if you got a couple 100,000 or whatever, that's awesome.
Tell me that's not worth my time.
Yeah, it is worth your time. But at the same time, I don't know. I've never done anything like that before. So I don't know. Is it a legitimate opportunity? I mean, it seems like it is, but
it's annoying to me. I would have let it go. I would have let it go after the first 2 times. The first time when I said, hey, stop emailing me. Hey, I unsubscribe. Please stop emailing me.
Right.
You would have never heard from me again. But now you're disrespecting me. Now you're just spamming me. And I feel like nobody ever does anything about that. Nobody ever does it. It's not the money thing. I'll be honest with you. I don't need the money. It's sending me spam and calling me. We sit next to each other all day long. From really 8 a.m. to like noon, I get 2 spam calls an hour. And there's nothing I can do.
And sometimes it's more than that.
There's nothing I can do about it. I can do something about this. I can do something about this. Yeah. It is a violation of federal law. It specifically says you have to provide an unsubscribe button. And when a consumer clicks that button, if you send them email again, it is as much as $54,411 per occurrence.
Yeah. And maybe it's less than that, like you said. I mean, maybe it's 30 or 20 or whatever. But I don't know, man. Try it. See what happens. I mean, I literally don't know. Like, obviously, like you said, it's not you suing them directly. You file the complaint, then the FTC goes and drops the hammer on your behalf. So, I mean, hey, maybe that's,
You cannot sue them directly. That does not exist. Monty owes a ribeye. Do it for the people, Monty. You will help the others being spammed. Yeah. Make Jake do it, Monty. Add it to his list of business responsibilities. Yeah, like putting holes in my fence. You're never living that down.
Yeah. Cool.
It's fine. I'm just breaking balls. I wasn't even mad about it. I wasn't even that mad about it. I wasn't. I'm serious. UW fan Jim. I really doubt you'll see a dime. Just sounds un-American to hold businesses accountable. It truly does. The ghost of Gumby. The government's going to get their pro rata before Uncle Monty. Ain't that? That's what I said. My inclination is to go in there and negotiate with them. Because it's a series. This is a massive automotive group. It is a national automotive group. And if they're doing it to me, how many other people are they doing it to?
I mean, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Is it worth your time? That's
I think
my
it
question.
Is. I think it is.
You're willing to go into the dealership.
I'm willing to call the guy. I am willing to call the guy.
Yeah.
And that's where it will start. I will call their general manager today. He won't call me back. He never has. I've called him once previously. And the funny thing is, I think I've bought 3 cars in their group. I'm pretty sure 2 at least, but I can't remember. I bought the Jeep Wrangler and the Summit.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a pretty it's a well-known
group. They won't even call you back. They won't even call you back. It's wild to me. San Diego State. What about political donation solicitations from out of my state congressmen? I go ballistic each time the email arrives. Hit unsubscribe. And if you hit unsubscribed and that same guy emails you, you can file an FTC complaint. The problem is it doesn't go anywhere, in my opinion. Am I going to say this out loud? I don't trust the FTC to do anything about it. I don't believe, and I say this all the time about voting in your local elections, but I don't believe anybody in the federal government knows who I am or gives a damn unless it's taxes.
Yeah.
I truly do not.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I agree completely.
Mike Smith, I miss the old days when you could get a program to flood email accounts causing a DOS issue for a spammer. There you go. I don't miss those days. Kay Nurin, go talk to them, Monty. It's the best thing. I think maybe. A son that puts holes in your fence, call the advocates. That's what I'm saying. Sand in the vajayjay, call the advocates. Do you hate Toyota? Call the advocates. I don't even hate Toyota.
I do. I would never buy one.
I owned a Tacoma. Didn't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like Toyota Financial, but these are just local sales guys that are doing what their behemoth corporation tells them to do. So, Mike Smith, Monty will join FSU and Clemson in order to sue the ACC and Toyota. You know. Lakefront Bears. Monty, I am local. I see you. Exactly right.
Yeah.
We hear you.
Yeah.
That's a Billboard reference. Mike Rodriguez will never buy from the Young Auto Group for the same thing and for literally leaving my truck out on a street without servicing it. How hard is it to be a good? I told you about the Beamer experience with the there's bubbles in my tint on my BMW.
Again?
Yes. On my driver window. I don't know if Mrs. Monty wants to do anything about it because it's not mine, it's hers.
I just wouldn't go back to them.
And never for aftermarket. Why I did not go to Ryan at Big O Tires and American Fork, I'll never understand. Buy a Toyota with a bike rack and donate it to the advocates for the. Yes. Is it worth doing anything about this?
It's hard. My wife is. It's hard for me to say because I don't know if you actually have a legitimate chance to get money out of it. Like if it, clearly, I don't disagree with the case you're making. I agree with the case. Like I just don't know. Like to your point, does the FTC even do anything about it? Does is it okay? Let's say you call them and negotiate. What are you going to get out of them? $5,000?
No, I'm going to ask for $30,000 per occurrence. That's what my mindset is.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do you guys a favor. $54,411 per occurrence. I'll take $30,000. Cut me a check for $240,000. I'll sign a waiver. It's over with. Done. Actually, wire me the $240,000. Done. Nothing to talk about. Are they going to do that? Not a chance in the world. Are they going to do that? But if they don't, I'll file an FTC complaint, and I will push for the maximum amount. I don't know if I have an ability to do that, but who knows? We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I do. I mean, if you want to do it, do it.
My wife will be not happy if I do it. She will not be happy. Boyd Lake, hello. Good to see you. Make it public that you will donate all the winnings to a charity. Great pub. Yeah, I would happily do that. Schedule a time to look at a car, waste 2 hours of his day, repeat next week. See, like that's a waste of my time.
Yeah.
I don't know that I could do that.
Yeah.
Mike C. Wait, expecting the government to do anything for you? Exactly right. Exactly right. The Monty Show is always presented by The Advocates at theadvocates.com. Great job today. We raised $1,000 for The Advocates. If you want to donate, you please continue. Just put in the memo section. You heard it on the Monty Show. Advocates donation. They are raising money and collecting bicycle and bike parts to donate to to kids and people in need in the community of bicycles. Look it up. Advocates donations. Until Monday. Say goodbye, Jake.
Goodbye, Jake.